Hi everyone, this video is on length, in particular focusing on the standard metric unit measurement of length. Just a little bit of history on the metre. Originally it was to be 1/10,000,000th of the distance from the North Pole to the equator along the line of longitude through Paris. So after difficult and exhaustive surveys, a piece of platinum alloy, which is just piece of metal, was repaired to this length, and it was called the standard metre. Now, this piece of metal was kept at the International Bureau of Weights and Measures in Paris. The piece of metal wasn't easily accessible to scientists all around the world. So in 1983, the metre was redefined as the distance light travels in a vacuum in approximately 1/300,000,000th of a second. So that is the history of the metre, and it is the standard or the base unit of length in our measurement system. It is approximately about the length of an adult's stride. So from the metre, we can define a whole lot of other units that you're very familiar with, I'm sure. You've got the kilometre, which is 1,000 metres. The smaller measure with the centimetre, which is 1/100th of a metre, and then the millimetre, which is 1/1000th of a metre, or about 1/10th of a centimetre. So these are things we're all very familiar with already. And one of the things that we need to be able to do really quickly and easily is convert between metres, kilometres, centimetres and millimetres, all right? And a really simple and easy way for us to do this is to use this conversion. So if you haven't got a copy of this, or if this isn't familiar to you now, you can stop and pause this video and take a copy of this. Write it in your formula books, in your maths books, wherever you like, because we're going to be using this as we progress through some questions that we're going to be doing. Okay. So we're going to do some conversions. So we're going to have a look at this example here. So we're going to express in centimetres the following units. The first one is we're going to convert 3.2 metres into centimetres. And a really easy way, like I said, is use this little conversion chart. So we're starting off with metres. So I'm going to highlight where we're starting, and we need to go to centimetres. So we need to go and follow this line at the top. And what I've highlighted there is to get from metres to centimetres, we times by 100. So that means that we've got 3.2 metres, and if we times that by 100, which we move the decimal places 2 places to the right, we got 320 centimetres. Right. Now we're going to try, I'm going to just rub all this out. Next one we're going to do is we're going to convert 423 millimetres to centimetres. So we're starting off with millimetres, which is here, and we have to get to centimetres. So you notice this time we're going on the bottom, which means that we've got to divide. So we take 423 and we divide that by 10. So that means we're moving our decimal place 1 place to the left. So that is 42.3 centimetres. And the final one is 6 kilometres. So we're starting off with kilometres, which is a really big distance, and we're going to centimetres. Now we're going to have to do 2 different hops. We're going to have to convert from kilometres to metres first by timesing by 1,000, and then from metres to centimetres by timesing by 100. So we'll have 6 kilometres times by 1,000. That's our first hop. That's 6,000. And that's in metres. So that's us going that first hop along here to metres. And then we're going to have to times by 100. And that is 6,000 and those extra 1, 2 zeros. So that's 600,000 centimetres, which is a lot of centimetres. The other thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to be able to add units of length together. Now, if you have a look at this question here, find the sum of 3 kilometres, 350 metres, 220 centimetres. And what you should notice, hopefully, is that they're all different units. So in order for us to add these together, they have to be the same. Our answer has to be in metres. So the easiest thing for us to do is to convert each one of these into metres. So let's do 3 kilometres first. So I want to convert 3 kilometres into metres by timesing by 1,000. So that's going to be 3,000. Plus, the next thing I've got is 350 metres. It's already in the units that I want, so I can just add that straight in. And the last one is 220 centimetres. So that starts off in centimetres, and we have to convert that to metres by dividing by 100. So 220 divided by 100 is 2.2. Plus 2.2. And we add those all together, we get 3,352.2 metres. Perfect. Okay, the other thing that we might have to do is some more challenging worded questions. And again, if we're doing anything like this, we have to be able to work in the same units. And if I have a look at this question, it says calculate the number of 50 metre laps. So we want our answer to be in metres. So calculate the number of 50 metre laps. Ian swims in his 4.2 kilometre pool session. So let's first of all convert 4.2 kilometres into metres by timesing by 1,000. Ten, 100, 1,000 is 0, 0 metres. All right, so now we've got to calculate the number of 50 metre laps Ian swims in his 4,200 metre pool session. So what we do is, therefore, the number of laps, and we can find that by dividing by 50. Could probably best use our calculator to do that, but we find that that is 84 laps. So that's a very big swim for Ian. He must be very, very tired by the end of it, so I certainly would be. So what I want you to do now is to have a go at some questions from 9A. By all means, try all of them. This is the minimum that I want you to try. If you're finding these really easy, have a go at question 12 and 13 as well, because they add a little bit of extra challenge. All right, good luck.